You gotta trust my integrity. Good game, gentlemen.
Game.
The end?
That's the end.
Oh!
Maybe I can give you a card.
Really well.
Good game. By the way, that's really good for him because there's 3 people.
Yeah, always pleasure.
That's 6 freaking. Basically, 3 people have 6 items.
Right.
Oh, no, 7 items. So yeah, that's good points for Eric. Oh.
Yeah, he did well. It's 11, but on top of that 11,
It's sum of squares, right? So it's a little bit better because you have the most amount of people you can have with the littlest amount of points. So I have 3, you have 3, and he has 1. Gives him a much better score than us. We get a Italy score to his. So yeah, you know.
Wow. Well done, guys.
Like I said, I just guessed very poorly in Iberia because I just let you walk in there and I could have pounced you.
If I would have listened to myself and not even listened to Jake at all,
I never would have come my stupid ass over here. That was as soon as I screwed up. I should have just kept there and
As
pushed.
I can figure out, this is a game about not listening to what anybody says they're going to do.
That man right there. Unless you're on the complete opposite end of the board and still don't listen.
Right.
So what do you think?
This is fun. Definitely works the mind a little bit.
What's that?
Definitely works the mind a little bit.
It does. Well, you know, it works. Let's see if you can make a background.
I should never.
Why'd you tell me to go to Lavona? Seriously, that was like the worst idea I could have done.
I should have supported you if I knew.
I thought it was a good idea.
When I went there and convoyed it way back when, that's when I went down, and I should have just not even done it.
Zach,
We
we want to
gotta
see
get-
someone end themselves very quickly? We got to get Carter in on this.
Does
I would
anyone?
love cold card right
Did you take a picture?
now.
Did you get your 1 extra from England back from him?
I just said this. And I think he would like it. Oh, so those.
I think he would
pieces
too.
won't be on the board.
He likes deceiving people.
Oh, yeah.
He likes telling them one thing and
So we got to get Carl back.
Yeah.
He played well. You picked up really well.
And he wasn't the first one out, which is
Yeah, which is great.
great.
Which is great.
For a,
He wasn't out there.
yeah. No, exactly.
Well,
okay,
you know,
at-
here's the
I
thing.
was
At that point,
surprised
I really-
they didn't knock you out.
At that
I
point,
know.
I was like, I felt like I tried to partner with them
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, I had Germany. I'm just like, I need to try to get an ally and try to make, abandon that post and try to make some headway in my home country. And I think we worked well together there,
Right.
along with Jake a little bit too.
So Italy is the hardest country to play.
okay.
Yeah.
And when you got it, I was like, that really sucks. I was hoping you wouldn't get that. So I think you did really well given what the circumstances.
No,
So
I thought you guys were playing that for new players. They would
there's no newbie protection rule.
no newbie protection rule anymore.
We
Because we were doing that last year,
2020
right?
is it?
Yeah, we dissolved it.
Okay.
2020.
Was there a vote? So you voted? Was there a campaign?
Yeah,
was there?
there's a few high guys.
Yes. We did it quickly while Ben wasn't in the room. As
Thank you. No, Ben was a huge proponent of it, right?
you're right.
The way that I think about it is like I want new players like come in and like really get the experience.
Yeah.
And like you figure it out right away, like pretty quickly. So I think it shows that there's no.
Right, this is the kind of game where you really can't ease someone into it. You're either in or you're not.
Right. And I'm from. So originally, like I learned this game in Chicago, and their club is really hardcore.
Okay.
And they have a newbie protection rule. So anytime there's a new player, you basically can't touch them.
Okay.
And it really alters the game.
Yeah.
So like in this game, I would have totally been eliminated because you were new, and I couldn't make any friends anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, but
Right. It almost happened anyway.
oh, dude, I know. Well, George saved my ass. Thank God.
Yeah, George in the med was really what kept you alive.
Right, I was ready to go in with them and just take out Jake right at the beginning.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came on my ass.
Negotiating with Thomas is like talking to an automaton because he won't. I'm like, dude, please help me, and there's no emotion. He's like, dude, I'm doing this, man. You're dead.
It's I was
And
telling you
that surprised me though. He was where he was, and you were there, and you still took him out first.
Well, I didn't take him.
Well, no, but I'm saying he was pushed
He was
out
eliminated
for
first.
you.
Yeah. Well, it's because he got so big so quickly.
Yeah, I was concerned that you two were really tight. I was like, I can't have it.
Okay,
Can't have that.
As soon as I hit 8 or 9, you said, "Screw this, we're taking him down," or what?
Yeah. Well, look, Livonia would have been a great move had you kept the rest of the board kind of in check, but it put you in a position to get Russian centers. They just weren't there by the time you got there. Is the issue.
Well, I went to Livonia when you told me to do. I was like, why did I do that? I should just stay where I was, and I would have been fine and turtled up. Could have stayed at my 9, maybe down to 10.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed at myself because I was at 9.
Right.
Yeah, you had a really early, nice lead. You
were doing really well.
No one
You
wanted
were
to
right
drop
on my tail
But
too.
he was so stretched out.
That was the biggest problem.
You were
and
just-
that was my biggest problem last year too. Was I got big, but I was so far out that I didn't take care and protect myself that I always got demolished. I went from 9 to 6 to 4 to 3. Like, bye.
George, how are you looking at the game?
Oh,
Phases.
you know, with working well with you and, you know, having good vibes with Germany at the beginning, I'm like, might as well go for the new guy. I mean, it seemed like the obvious play to me. And, but without an ally, it struggled. I couldn't get Germany to go to Tyrolia. Turkey was obviously in a bad position.
I never touched it.
And so I finally got a friend in Austria to take Venice and help me into Rome. But by that time, Germany was making its move.
England.
So and so at that point, I'm like, okay,
Austria and Germany are supposed to be together.
bottle up in Iberia
Yeah.
and try to regroup and wait for
That was
Germany
my
to come
mistake.
down because I knew Germany was going to be falling down.
Maybe
Because when you got Venice, that allowed you to not lose a piece
Had
in
you
the
done it, you would have
homeland.
been gone and been
Right.
fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I made really poor choices. Not poor choices.
By you
Is
going after me?
I could have kept them out of Spain for another year,
Yep.
but
Yep.
it would have been like a bounce. It wouldn't have, necessarily would helpful. So I thought maybe he was thinking ahead, like, oh, I'm not going to go there because then I'll lock his fleet there. But then he moved there. So that made a poor choice. So I did the same thing with Portugal.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
So,
also
yeah.
I wish I wouldn't have, I felt like I was really ambiguous in dancing with you. I didn't want to
At the end,
be that way.
My end was.
It just,
I think that's the nature of the game.
in the beginning, in the
That is
very
how I play
beginning,
when I
at one
get
point I was
screwed.
like, it's just
yeah,
going to be
I know that about you.
and we're just going to flow and everything will be good. But then he had the position on you. And
Right. Yeah.
So we had to go a different route. I mean, there wasn't anything in the English Channel until like 1905,
Right.
which is pretty rare.
Well, like, I had read your book. I'm going to say that
First thing
forever
he
and
said,
ever.
he's like, I'm
I
gonna
read
go-
your book. You like to
Should I
go.
cover the English Channel?
You think London to English Channel is a good move for England, so I had written down Brest to English Channel, and you kind of convinced me otherwise. But
Yeah.
you decided that's not a good play anymore.
I mean, I
Well,
think
it
it's
worked for
fine.
him.
I think it's fine if you get in, and if I can have a friend in France, then that's great too. Right? I think both are good.
But you were definitely. I thought you were going to go all into Russia, but you kind of took your time.
Yeah, it's because we were negotiating.
You're
Like,
missing one on the board.
we were negotiating.
Like,
I was
because they were my people.
I was basically telling Russia, like, hey, I have my pieces lined up to attack you, but do you have some other options? And he was like, well, maybe I can support you into Germany. So that's what we were talking about. That's why I was slow to move. Slow to commit to it. What did you think?
Of what part?
Of how you? I mean, in the beginning of survival mode, obviously.
Dude, yeah, I was freaking out at the beginning.
Was it just 2 Austrian armies that took Bull? How did it?
I think I had support from Russia. I don't remember. Yeah, Russia had 2 fleets in the south,
Oh yeah.
and Jake is like, it's emotionally exhausting to have a prolonged war with Jake because you're too good at like talking,
Told you what I'm doing.
appealing.
Man, I was kind of getting heated. Actually, I apologize. I'm like, why won't people listen to me? Like we can work this out.
Well, yeah, because you came over to us at one point and said like, hey, I actually am gonna die.
Yeah, right. This is a terminal disease.
And then we were like, should we let that happen?
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, you guys had the perfect setup for a Western triple. It was like beautiful.
That was another
We
reason I wanted to do it.
weren't ever talking about a Western triple at all.
Yeah,
At any point.
that's why I told him like it may look like it, but it's not the case.
I mean, it was a perfect French opening to take on Italy. You guys both contended with Russia in the north really nicely.
But your German build was not conducive to that. And I was never under any illusion that that was the case.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. You built Berlin, Army Berlin at one time.
And but I broke we had a DMZ into Burgundy, which I broke because he had all his armies there. So that's
But I never touched Burgundy until you decided to, and then I
yes,
fuck
I
this,
understand.
sorry.
And you weren't ever going to. Right?
I wasn't actually, no. So in 01, I don't like to take anything from anyone unless they're completely retarded.
Fair enough.
You know who I'm talking about. Anywho, come on, tell me. Is this still recording?
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, so it's
Still
still
recording?
streaming.
There's one person who, if he's gonna make stupid moves, I'm gonna always go after him. So I mean,
You don't like to reward poor play, is that what you're saying?
No, I know what you mean. It's
We don't have to name names, but that's where you get the repetition of play and getting to know how people play. And because I think
there it is.
this might be my
Sorry.
first game with them. I don't. You said we played before, but I don't.
No,
think,
it wasn't you. It
Okay.
was,
I don't think we
I
played.
like playing with you, Michael, because like I'm not really sure if you're telling the truth or not.
Generally,
And-
I am.
And you also you make you have good
The problem is, I'm a strategic guy, but all of you are. So
Yeah.
I play strategically, and I gotta play the same. Y'all have.
An irritatingly good move was when he took Moscow. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so this is the Tallman special. Start out really strong, friendly with everybody, do really, really well, spread too thin, but you have these like strokes of genius. And then it's like the 5 stages of grief. At the end, you're like, I tried denying this. This is real. How can I help you?
And then usually, this is the one who I usually give
have
the.
helped me
I'm losing.
2 games.
I'm getting screwed. Hey, you can have whatever you want. Just let me live until the end, and you can have the game top.
It's very
That's usually how I play, and it's usually Eric.
That's funny.
So if you ever look at that, I'm dying. Where's Eric?
He might have for one moment because he asked, "Why are you Italy?"
Take care. We'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Good-hearted questions.
All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. That's game 1 of
Because
Minnesota
he
Diplomacy
likes
Cup
life through his
2020. See you next time.
I believe that about
And he is both forward thinking and not.
Yeah.
It's actually an odd dichotomy.
Who are you talking about?
My little brother.
Oh, really?
Like playing him in chess, he beats me usually, but that's
Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
he makes reckless moves that lead